drive me over his head as he starts to come up. So I'm going to catch him in that middle moment before he stabilizes, right, and starts to drive me over. Probably halfway through that turn. Okay, let's rewind a little bit. Okay, so he's got the underhook, he comes up, and notice this, that space happens, bang, I'm right there. All right, so I've got the head and arm. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I talked about pulling, we pulled earlier. Now we're going to pinch. Pulled on the arm to get that torque, to generate that takedown off that defense. Now we're going to pinch, right? I'm going to pinch my arms and start to clear back. Right. Here, okay? And you start to pinch just like that and clear his underhook. See what's happening there? Mm-hmm. Right there as I come back. Just like that. Then I come around the arm, then I can switch to that position. All right, so let's focus on this as a choke. So I pinch, come around the arm, and then I'm right up here on the side of Bart's neck. All right, I'm going to use my shoulder just to barrel him over. All right, I'm going to assume. Let's assume that I cannot get the full bite with my arm because of the broad nature of the opponent's shoulder. All right. So as soon as I barrel him over, my hand that's cutting on the side of his neck, right, that arm, excuse me, I'm clamping down on my wrist, right. As I clamp down on my wrist, I curl my wrist up and maintain a direct drive down into the shoulder. Right there. Grab the wrist, drive, and then I start the curl. My arm is in an L in the back of his head. I don't want him to pop his head out, right? So I need to make sure that I'm cut right in, right there on the back of his head, and start that movement. And the reason why we're drilling this, like I said, is we're assuming we can't get the full bite on the guy. So we're essentially doing a quarter move. Okay, but what we're doing is we're hitting the takedown, right? And we're doing something about that underhook. As he starts to come up, I'm catching him, like I said, halfway. Whether I'm gripping like this or like this, it doesn't matter, right? And I'm putting my hands on the ground and starting to pinch. I'm coming around his arm. Then I drive him over and I'm making this little quarter grip, and then I'm driving up to the technique. Okay? Work on this pinch. Pinching his head and his arm, his shoulder. I'm compressing them together to weaken his underhook. Okay? All right, let's try it out.